I thought it was another tough outing. I thought Loyola played a great game. And we're continuing to grind, and I think we're continuing to find the positives even despite a loss. That's tough, and being 0-5, but we have some positives out of this game and some highlights, and so I think we are getting better despite a loss, and that's our journey right now. So we're staying optimistic. We continue to believe. I'm impressed with the morale of our group despite a tough record, but we'll keep it in perspective, playing a lot of tough teams this season, and, we are getting better. So that's where we're keeping our focus.
I thought your defense tied it up in the second half better. What adjustments did you make? Because your transition defense was shaking the first half. It got better in the second half.
Yeah, our transition defense, and it was the similar story last outing against Stony Brook. We were jumping upfield, and we talked a lot about that leading up to this game, and we still had, some violations of jumping upfield. And we just nipped that in at halftime, so we did a lot better job. So we're just, again, getting a little aggressive on creating offense, and so we were able to just squeeze them a little better and not give up those transition goals that have hurt us a little bit. So yeah, we've got to do that in the first half as well, but we'll be ready next game.
What's your thought on 3 positions, 1 for 7 today? You're doing a good job drawing them, just having trouble finishing them.
Shooting on the whole was a low spot for us tonight. We're putting up 30 shots and only 6 are falling. We were shooting low over and over again. We needed to change that up. So that was obviously a point of emphasis, and we can't do it for them. We just got to keep working on that and reminding our players, and that they're well aware, and that reflects the score tonight. So the same was the case on those 8 meters. I thought Loyola, they're strong defensively. They're tough. They're quick to get in on those 8 meters as well. So they were good at putting some pressure on us before we could get those shots off.
Your thoughts on Reina? She didn't score on this play, but it was kind of a change of the pace. It kind of lit a spark where she got the ground ball, she just took it upfield, and she shot right away. And you could tell their goalie wasn't ready for it. It went wide. Yeah. But did you like that from her, that she's kind of trying to change the pace and quick? Yeah. Well,
I have to say, probably the goal that highlighted it for us tonight was Shelby's feed to Reina. Reina, she's got a strong lacrosse IQ. She's great off ball. She understands how to move into space, and she's a great finisher. And I think we would have liked to see her generate more shots and get more opportunities to get some shots, because she finishes well. But in the particular play you're talking about, she was grinding and pushing that transition, something we talked about as well, making sure that we're coming down and we're being aggressive to cage. That's a lot of times where you can catch the D unsettled. So,
was there any point in the first half where you thought of a goalie change to change the speed of the game a little bit?
Not really. To be honest, I think at times we were allowing some pretty tough shots that are going to be tough to save. I think Kylie had her work cut out for her, and we needed to do a little better job at times on anticipating, like, cross crease. Loyola doing a good job of finding those low cuts or cuts coming in off of switching fields, and they can be tough to stop. But I think Kylie, she's somebody that she typically has a short-term memory, and I think she does bounce back from being scored on. Some goalies it's tough to recover, but no, I didn't. Did you?
Coach, you mentioned in the opening statement you're impressed with morale right now despite being 0-5. What is it like right now for them, especially when you look at this group? They haven't really gone through something like this in their time here at Towson. Yeah,
I think that honestly they are a great group, and something that was special about this group and that's showing now is just how positive, how together they are, how supportive they are, and we're going through some challenges and some adversities, but it doesn't need to sort of define us or get us off track. So I think this group's doing a great job. The leadership's remaining positive, and that's key. And I think just the group in general, they're they're certainly like a little frustrated but I think at the end of the day they're staying very positive, and that's really key right now, and understanding that this is our journey. Would we love to be 5-0 right now? Yeah, who wouldn't? But there's still a lot of season to go, and the fact that we are seeing gains in some areas like draws, which has been a tough spot for us, and we dominated that tonight, that's a real positive.
With such a tough opening schedule, all of these ranked opponents, is that going to give you guys an advantage heading into conference play, even with, like you said, the 0-5 record? It might seem tough, but
yeah, I always like to think so. The parity's so strong. We see it across lacrosse in general, and there's no telling where teams are going to be in the rankings at the beginning of the year and where they end up being at the end of the year. I think everybody's dangerous, and this our conference play is going to be critical for us. And despite coming up short, we're learning a lot about ourselves and where our shortcomings are. And the goal is that, certainly come at least conference time, if not sooner, that we're going to start tightening those areas up and learning from it and being better.
Do you think going on a plane ride to Michigan on Sunday will help your team bond and maybe turn their season around?
It's hard to say. I mean, we've been on the road a little bit. I think it's another opportunity. We got a quick turnaround, which is a good thing. We got to keep moving forward, and we got to keep using what opportunities we have in practices in between to build on our strengths and to obviously work on our weaknesses. And we get to go at it again on Sunday.